This is Bobby Brooks, touching now and make a sound. I want to give a shout out to my boys at Orange County Choppers. One love. I guess what we're going to talk about today is what do we want to talk about today? What's a good subject matter? Let's talk about drums. Drums are probably the most challenging and actually the funnest thing for me to record. There's a lot of fun things to record: horns, strings, things you don't get to hear that much, live situations anymore. I mean, real good, tight horn section. I used to do all the Rick James horns, so my expectations of horn parts and horn sections is extremely high. We set the bar. It's James Brown, Tower Power, and then punk funk horns, period. There is no substitute. But let's get back to drums. I think, one thing about drums is, unlike, strings, you can have multitude of sounds. You can go all the way from heavy rock to something really tight for an R&B thing to something that just sounds gorgeous for like a jazz situation. I don't think there's one particular good drum sound that you can use for everything. I think once you get your good basic drum sound up, then you need to tailor it to whatever genre of music you happen to be working on. Like, I wouldn't use the same kind of drum sound that I have gotten for Rick James for someone like POD. I think I could probably use the same kind of drum sound for that I got with Rick for somebody like Michael, or Earth, Wind and Fire, or somebody like that. I think I could probably use the same kind of drum sound for that I get with POD, that I get with Body Count. With that being said, the drummers themselves make a multitude of color changes within that sound themselves. So, and that's what I try to get. I try to EQ and compress things to the point that when the drummer is what I call singing, you can really hear them. You can really hear the little things that they do, the differences in the dynamics between their right hand and their left. You can hear, I could talk forever about doing drums, which I do on my drum DVD, Touch a Knob, Make a Sound, Masterclass Drums 101 with Bobby Brooks. And if you want to reference that, it's in the Touch a Knob, Make a Sound series of DVDs. It's coming out soon. And that is my podcast for today. Quick little thing on drums. Thank you. Peace out.